Hello, welcome to Wennll's Guide to Soloing Sindragosa in ICCA 10-man normal as a hunter. So this is actually a fairly easy fight, at least compared to what I thought it would be. I actually thought it'd be a lot harder than it really was. So pretty much what you want to do is you just want to start out, misdirect Sindragosa onto your pet. You can try to position your pet properly if you want. It really doesn't matter too much. Just don't be behind her, don't be in front of her, stay to her side. Try not to get aggro, which I do right now. Aside from that, the main ability that she'll cast on you in phase 1 is she will cast a thing where she'll suck everyone into her little melee range and then cast Blistering Cold, so you just have to try and run out a Blistering Cold. You can either run out or disengage out. It actually doesn't do very much damage anymore in comparison to back at 80, but just something to be aware of. Occasionally she'll go into an air phase. When she does that, what will happen is she will target you with a Frost Beacon. Obviously you're the only one there, so she can only target you. Normally it's random. What you want to do is you want to put down some traps beforehand. That'll start doing damage to your Ice Tomb. In addition, you want to tell your pet to attack your Ice Tomb. The reason for that is you can try and wait for these little bombs to go off beforehand, but they don't do enough damage. Honestly, you want to get out as soon as possible, just because if you don't, you'll start asphyxiating and you will literally suffocate in the Ice Tomb, which does massive damage to you. So try and get out of that ASAP. So just remember, throw down a trap at your feet and then have your pet attack the Ice Tomb. Other than that, it's pretty much just rinse and repeat. Phase 1, once she re-lands, you might have a couple air phases depending on how good your DPS is. I believe at either 30 or 35%, something like that, she'll enter phase 2, and that's when it starts becoming a little more difficult. You'll actually want to have all your cooldowns for that, because it's kind of a DPS race, because she'll actually Ice Tomb you quite a bit. So you'll want to do as much damage as you can when you're not entombed in ice. So I think I actually push it into so it's 35% phase 2. So at this point, she won't go into the air phase anymore. She will, however, still freeze you, so you want to pop all your cooldowns, do as much damage as possible, place traps at your feet as well, for when you get frozen. When you do get frozen, immediately tell your pet to start attacking the Ice Tomb. Get yourself out. Fortunately, you don't have to worry about taking any damage in this phase, so the debuffs that she applies to you are removed. So you won't have to worry about those debuffs, because she'll literally take care of the debuffs when she Ice Tombs you. So you don't even have to worry about that. Debuffs. Just keep traps below you, and literally that's all there is in this phase. Just make sure you keep traps below you, tell your pet to attack the Ice Tomb whenever you do get tombed, and then just pop all your DPS cooldowns when you're not tombed, trying to do as much damage as possible. And eventually the phase will end. So you can see I'm getting asphyxiated right there, so that was actually kind of close. So you can see I'm Frost Tombed again. So you get Frost Tombed quite a bit in this phase, so definitely need to have your preparation. Get me out of this! Definitely we need to have your pet attack your tomb ASAP. But fortunately, because of the tomb, you never have to worry about that debuff. So it's like, oh, I've got, because normally that debuff will stack up, and the more stacks it has, I think the more damage it does or something. Plus there's a achievement related to it. But obviously, since you're keying constantly frost beaconed and entombed, you won't. The debuff literally will never reach the 5 stacks. It just because you just keep getting frost beacons, so it's like, oh well, no debuff applied to me. You can see my pad has like 7 stacks of the debuff right now. So just bear with it in phase 2. Just keep placing down those frost traps. Keep placing down the having your pet attack your tomb whenever you get tombed, and as soon as you get out, pop any cooldowns, instants, and all that stuff, dots and all that, and she should go down. So I hope this guy was helpful, and thanks for watching.